It's messing with your mind. Don't listen to it. Use the stones.
My limit the
Don't listen to it.
Whoa, whoa, soldier! What are you doing?
You fool! You have ruined us all.
join me. Throw!
It's messing with your mind. Don't listen to it. Use the stones.
The crap.
Don't listen to it. Focus on the crown.
I needed to. They would just there.
I won't allow it. Again, dominate it.
And you, who did when the chip? I owe you. This was now.
Shit! No! It's all been leading to this! We stop the brain! Now!
This. I pulled you out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an elder brain. No longer. It has become something more. Me too. We nearly lost everything. It has been. We won't.
Let's move. Moving in.
Sometimes freedom requires us to make sacrifices. have you it not to you will get.
This fella and his ultimate. We could become Illithid. I mean, I could. You could trust me to do what needs to be done.
Then you must become a mind flayer. It is the only way. You have resisted such a fate so far, and this would be a complete evolution. And you will be an Illithid for the rest of your days. Is this really something you would be willing to accept?
Hang on! We need to talk this through. There's so much at stake.
The Githyanki's power will see us through. One last time.
Quite the choice you're faced with. Surrender the Netherstones to a mind flare, or surrender your soul and become one. If you need advice, I'll do my best. Though I have to say I've not much to draw on in this case. It's rather a unique predicament to have landed yourself with. The orb? Why ever would we need to talk about that? I assure you, it remains stable as ever in spite of our encounter with the Netherbrain. The Carside Weave is primed for godhood, as soon as we have the crown within our grasp. I stand here, on the precipice of divinity. Of course, you encouraged me to pursue, I might add. And now you come to tell me to blow myself up. Getting rather tired of how often those I care about seem to reach the same conclusion. Why exactly would I choose that course now when I have so much to live for? Pessimism like that is hardly going to improve our chances. But I will begrudgingly admit the circumstances have somewhat changed. The Elder Brain was already a formidable foe, but the Nether Brain is on the cusp of achieving a godhood of its own. Sacrificing myself to destroy it wasn't exactly the form of immortality I hoped for. But perhaps the time for hope has passed altogether. Now we need certainty. So be it. I will be ready. Whatever you decide.
I trust you have aired opinions and grievances and made your decision. Are you ready to be...
If that's the only way of putting an end to this God's forsaken mess, I will not fail you.
No. It is too great a risk. The wizard has a history of being vulnerable to the temptations of power. It cannot be relied upon for so great a task, not unless we have exhausted all other options. And we have not. You must give me the stones, or embrace your own Illithid evolution.
I will. But we can't ignore the possibility that I don't make it to the brain. It won't hurt us to have a contingency.
You continue to surprise me. Very well. I have the means to evolve you. I took this one from the Nautiloid. I have been nurturing it ever since, priming it for your use. All you have to do is open your mind to it. Its latent potential will do the rest. Fair enough. But don't wait too long. You will need to be fully elithid before you confront the Netherbrain. Now stand aside. I will assimilate the Githyanki's power in your stead. Come.
I'm gonna be sick.
Come. It's time to leave.
Better not be cursed. It's chaos. Need to find a way through.
Try to avoid the worst of the mess. Or plow ahead and enjoy the fireworks.
Ishtar, you! How dare you parade around this abomination!
Time in his eye.
I will, but when the... Now...
We have lost much, but it's today. This, the one. Well, and I'm not.
I have mocked the iron...
And I...
What have you carried? I'm in... The journey...
My nature...
The air, they're expecting a speech. Something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead.
To our freedom! Will Baldur and
Dragons overhead. Stay low. Fall back! Leave him be! We have to keep running! Mindful. It's
Is it true? Is this really...
gladly.
A long way from Waterdeep. Certain. Part of the Netherbrain stem. A bit higher. Should be able to climb it. Nautiloid, steer clear of its missiles.
Here and we'll be swarmed. Must keep going. Find a way through.
Easy enough. Above the city now, far away from any innocence. I can end this now. Stop the Absolute and spare the city. The stage is set for my final act. Mistra's bidding and the redemption that lies beyond. You brought me right where I need to be. I have no right to ask more of you. It's time I spirited you to safety. For this is a fate I must face alone. As much as I enjoy your company, I'm not willing to kill you just to wring out a few last moments. It's just a choice between two deaths. Quick and meaningful, or torturous and pointless. It's now or never. What I want, perhaps not. But what I need, I believe so. But it may not be the last turn of the page, even if it seems so. There's endless wonder out there. Infinite possibilities. Perhaps fate will bring us back together. before the universe dims. Fugamus, Inferni, Blandimenta. Up you go then, Gale. Let's make this count. The whole world's watching.
Surrender and live. Thrall!
Thrall? No, I think you're mistaken. The name's Gale of Waterdeep. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, though our time together will be exceptionally brief. Farewell, and happy landing.
Everything you did.
He did it. He actually did it. He blew up the nether brain. And the tadpole's gone. Finally. Gale gave his life for us. For everyone. And now he's gone. He's a hero. A fucking hero.
A most noble sacrifice. We have achieved all that I desired. Thanks to Gale, we are free.
Skvar, you may have succeeded, but I will be hunted. I must leave. I have nothing more to gain by being here. You helped my people end the Grand Design. For this, I will remember you. But I will not forget what you have cost us. I will remember the fights we fought together. But my next fights will be without you.
Reprieve from the Githyanki invasion. For this day at least.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt.
So, what comes next?
We will drink for Gale. Boo and I are banned from most of the inns in the city, but you may order for us.
I will not be joining you. I fear my presence will be no more welcome in the streets of the city than it ever was.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but part of me will miss you.
I will miss you too.
Now that you no longer live in each other's minds, it's hard to tell if the mind flare is being sincere, though perhaps no harder than it ever was.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh, no. Oh, God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
Astarion will keep to the dark now, I wager.
We did it, Sol. So, how'd I do? You...
No, we can't let...
You can't...
So, what do you say?
Fine. I'll go. Well, with you. But we have to go now. I can't hang on much longer.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined thanks to you. You have earned you. You are the savior.
Last night, though, I couldn't help lying there Sorry. Thought I'd catch you in the afterglow. I gave them the release they asked for. Freed myself. There's so much only they could have told me. I think so. Yes. It's just up to me to recognize it when it's in front of me. I don't know exactly what lies ahead for me. But at least now I can choose my own path. With you at my side, if you wish. I was hoping it could...
Well, soldier, here we are. It worked. My engines calmed down. Like clockwork. They'll be on us soon, but there's just enough time. Imps are fast, but careless. Don't let them tie you.
Since the Netherbrain fell, you and Shadowheart have seen more of an invitation to waste no time in packing and set off on the long road back to where all of your adventures together began.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
Moving ahead.
It's good to meet you.
I cannot remember the last time I heard the ballad of...
Oh, shit. I've missed you, man. Like, I've really missed you. And you're so clean. I'd say so. Can't think of who's been carrying your pack now that Kay's out of commission. Man, we had some good times. Wish Will and I had more time to reminisce, but surviving Avernus is just non-stop. Still, having him there has been incredible. You really can get through anything with someone you love at your side. Oh, but hey, guess what we found? Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own private forge. Oh, fuck, you haven't seen the last of old Karlak yet, soldier. Couldn't have said it better myself. Can I look you up when I'm out? Hey, that would be kind of... Gods, is it good to see you. This won't be the last time.
Think a magical apparition. Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep. And if you see this manifestation, that means I have prematurely perished. Alas, on this occasion I appear to have been erased from this plane in both soul and substance. So the usual protocol for revivification cannot be followed. I am, however, available for the duration of this spell to assist with the tying of any loose ends related to my recent departure from mortality. A sequence of elegantly designed failsafes to be executed in order to reverse the occurrence of my unexpected but impermanent demise. As I am unable to detect any trace of my existence in reach of mortal magic, however, such a protocol would, in this instance, be destined to fail. The good news is I am here precisely to assist in cushioning that heaviest of blows. I have been entrusted with the delivery of a letter to be given to one who cared most for me in life. I hope these words do something to ease the tragedy of my untimely and honestly quite unexpected passing. With that, I'm afraid my spell is waning. Is there anything else you need of me before I blink out of existence? How fortunate I was to know someone like you.
Good song, good company, and good...
book refuses to open.
Not even close.
I'd like some time to talk.
So you made it!
For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. I never imagined we'd be standing toe-to-toe on this day, in this place. Nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. But in spite of every strained word, every barbed glance, seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head. It's nice to hear it. It's taken a dozen Gish's talents, a few stolen psi crystals, and 2 10 days of effort to conjure my projection. Worth it, I'd say. I miss this place. This... Fey Run. Shractalor. No need to pretend. I know the word means little to you. Shractalor is the capital of the Githzerai, an exiled people, once kin with mine until the madness of civil war ripped out one sky into 2. Our Gish sent word of the rebellion to their god king Zareth Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance. Exactly the reaction I expected. My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm. Soon, when the comet has risen, when the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust, I miss this place. More to the point, I miss you. I wouldn't even deny it with Vlaakith's Vorpal blade at my neck. Though, I'd rather it not come to that. Now go, mingle a bit. That's the word, right? Mingle. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself couldn't keep me away. This is... nice. Yes. I think that's the right word for it.
Fascinating. Thou hast ventured long with thy comrades, shared food, fire, and friendship, but even such adamantine bonds could not prevent thee from ruining my party. Suddenly, I am most tired. Good day.
at the ready.
Was that blood? No, never mind. Still breathing, despite everything.
priest silence, but for the and
Can you smell it? The brine. It's infused. The brain is here.
Brain. You brought me right where I need to be. What's the alternative? I allow the Absolute to have its way, die in vain along with all its victims, or flee and live on in shame. It's just a choice between two deaths. Quick and meaningful, or torturous and pointless. It's now or never. Always another way, yes. But not necessarily a better way. Please. For too long, I've lived in fear of taking a host of innocents with me when I expired. Now at least I can be assured my demise will be saving them instead. If you're mistaken, this could be the end of everything. We'll be failing right at the last hurdle. But I only made it this far thanks to you. Who am I to question such sterling guidance now? Mistra won't be pleased. But perhaps trying to please the gods is a fool's errand. Lead on, then. I shall stay my hand as long as I can. But if the tide of battle turns against us, remember I have the means to bring a swift end to this.
There it is. The crown. The very thing that has been That's...
What the fuck are those? With the fury of a verse. You are... And you...
Netherbrain can only be dominated by an illithid. Time to use that tadpole the Emperor gave us.
Another fight. Let's go.
fierce thing, burning with potential, primed for absorption. It feels the pull of the nether brain, but its attention rests on you.
Remember, you have to be a Lithid to wield the nether stones. Now is the time. Absorb the parasite's potential. Evolve.
Wait! You don't have to do this. There's another option. Me. I'm dying. My heart feels like a live grenade. Gonna blow any minute. You still have a life to live. I don't. If this is the end for me, let me be the motherfucker who saved the world.
What are you doing? You cannot wield the nether stones if you are not a mind flayer. This might be your last opportunity to evolve. Do it! Now! This is a mistake.
Unleash me. Certainly.
Blood comes easy these days. I can't even catch my breath.
my step.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Death is but a word away.
Time to push my luck again. Come on, can't stay idle.
Creator, destroyer.
What now?
feel it. A sudden shift. The brain is weakening. Its grasp of itself slipping. This is your chance. Even bound, its will is stronger than anything.
This is it. Its will is weakening.
This is our chance. Farewell to the Nether Brain.
Nothing important is ever easy.
The witching hour.
Its will is weakening.
Nothing but a vile death rattle.
Spare me.
Now, kill it!
Stop! What are you doing?
Together. Conquer. Rule. Command!
increased silence, but for and
Can you smell it? The brine. It's infused. The brain is here.
Master, I must obey.
the pain rips. Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. Everything you did, everything you sacrificed.
Loss of a mind is a terrible thing, but this time, I think I'll make an exception.
My powers, they're draining.
It's over. It's against all odds. We cured ourselves. Free from the parasite, free from the prospect of cerebomorphosis. I can hardly believe it. I will not become an accursed illithid. Not to cast any slight on you, of course. Your present form is but a sign of your gallantry.
Ignore them. You are better now than you have ever been.
I will be serious for a moment. Often Minsk speaks for his hamster, but now he speaks from his own heart too. Thank you. You saved us.
Skvar, you may have I will be hunted. I must leave. I have nothing more to. The world looms before me. Never has it felt so vast and so empty. But at least it will be a world in which there is no grand design.
See how the dragons flee?
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. You are a mind flayer, the very thing you sought to eradicate. Whatever self you possess is quickly ebbing away. Your friends and enemies alike are ripe for manipulation. And if not manipulation, then consumption. Soon you will not be able to trust yourself at all. You will be a monstrosity beyond redemption. Or not. Perhaps you are unique among illithid kind. Perhaps you will retain enough of who you are to resist your nature. A rogue mind flayer. Like the Emperor. The risk is certainly yours to take. Will you?
What are you doing? No!
The blade feels cool as it pierces your flesh. There is no pain, only the need to sleep. Sleep. Sleep.
We did. So. It. You.
No, we can't.
You can't.
I can't force her. But I don't want to watch either. I can't.
I'm ready. I stand back. I'm going to.
It's over. And you, who were dead thanks to you, though you have earned your... You are the same.
Thou flickerest in the dark, but with mine keen eye I hath scried thee. I told thee once that an illithid hath no soul, and yet thou seemest to have something of the spirit about thee. I cannot account for it. How delightful. Tell me, how doth it feel to roam about as thou art now? Transformed. Thou art where thou must be, until thou goest where thou must go. Thy life may be forfeit, but thy death hath only begun to unfold. What awaiteth thee is a mystery, even to me. I cannot account for thee, adventurer, hero, friend. But I know thy story endeth not here. Death itself hath many byways, and thou might yet have a new and different role to play.
Six months have passed since you defeated the Netherbrain. And since then, you have seen more of life than you ever thought possible. You are greeted as a savior, a champion, a hero. But sometimes you feel like something else entirely. An adventurer, a traveler, a survivor. You faced down the gods. You thwarted the grand design. Anything seems possible. But before you can write the next chapter of your story, you must end this one.
Thou wert called here, some from...
One among you could not truly attend, but the pull of Wither's magic called you still. Listen and enjoy, though you'll be little more than a breeze ruffling your companion's hair.
Now there's a face I know well and...
Starting to wonder if you'd show up. Honestly, so have I. Oh, come here, will you? It's been forever. You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it. I'm not entirely sure I'd agree. In fact, I found a nice meadow not far from where I live now. Every now and again, I'll spend the night there. For old time's sake. I'm glad you seem well. Trudy. Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister. One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the largest temple of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from. And where I came from too, I suppose. Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. Gods, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long. Oh, I know they are. I can still sense them, I think. And one day we'll be reunited. Well, I've had run-ins with my former fellow Sharans on a couple of occasions. Word seems to have spread of what happened at the cloister. Now other chapters of Shar worshippers see me as a prime target to offer up to their lady as a sacrifice. Don't worry. I know their tired old tricks better than anyone. They'll need more than a hooded cloak and poisoned blade to best me. Especially when I have a friend on the inside keeping me abreast of their predictable little plans. None other. The matter of her faith and allegiances remains complicated, let's say. But she is still my oldest friend. I have hopes that perhaps she might turn from Shar entirely given time. But that's a decision she will have to make for herself. If that day comes, I'll be ready. I don't know. Which is just the way I like it just now. Perhaps I'll just stick a pin in a map and see what I find, or head to the docks in the morning and scrounge a berth to find somewhere new. I'd like to see the islands, maybe, or head south to Arm. I heard there's an enclave of werecats that hunt the followers of dark gods by moonlight. I'd love to see if there's any truth to that. But enough about me. What have you been up to? Don't be a stranger. I've missed wine. Had to resort to making my own cider recently, which isn't bad, don't get me wrong. But a girl can't have fun with apples alone. You might be onto something there, though the name might need work. Somehow it sounds rude, even though I know otherwise. Oh, twist my arm and break it, why don't you? That hit the spot. Don't be a stranger.
It's good to meet again.
Wine from all over the world, but is there one bottle of fresh blood?
Tara, you just listen. Sorry, it's a reflex when I crack eyes on something.
Thou feelst it. Hast thy thoughts been with brave Karlach often? No, it is not. She battled in Avernus, fueled on naught but hope. And that hope came to become truth. In but 10 days, an entire life was lived. More than mortal years. Mortal centuries were hers. Thou might endure a great aeon of mourning, but thou must hope, as once she did. Her life, her happiness was you. For saying such, she wouldst have picked thee up and thrown thee at me, leaving us both prone. In the fugue plain, her soul burns so bright, it pains the gods to look upon. Recall that in time all changeth and all is rejoined. Thou shalt be with her again. Yes? What indeed? The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou sleep until we meet again. I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving. To you. Is gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou didst think that God, the sap, the wimp, that fell I over vermin?
Ready. Got to move.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Don't waste a step.
Got to concentrate.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Got to focus. On I go.
Another fight. Let's go.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder.
Moving.
Time to push my luck again. On my way.
Your spine is
Lily out of
mine.
sky. It's now or never.
Nothing will stand in my way.
You are no longer required.
Well, that's gratitude for you. Time to leave.
Can you feel? The party's full. You'll need to make room. Well chosen.
And
Can you smell it? The brine. It's infused with magic. The brain is here.
Moving ahead.
Waiting. Preparing. Calculating. Evolving.
I was going to crack.
Brace yourself. It won't be the last.
Dominated. Controlled. Crowned.
Still alive, so that's progress. I smell a trap.
Thrall. Freed. Break. Control.
My mind. It's being drained. Must be close.
deathly. Your blood slow.
You think you...
It's messing with your mind. Don't listen to it. Use the stones. Don't listen to it. Focus on the crown.
I need... They were just there.
I won't allow it. Again. Dominate it.
When I owe you, this was now.
We can't...
This. I pulled you out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an elder brain, no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to. It has become something more. A nether brain. I was as surprised as you were. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need...
Onward.
Looking ahead. On my way.
I have assessed our the problem. You can make it known to defeat Ma. You will get.
Assimilate him. Skvar! No! Now is the time to liberate him! Do not stand against me.
You still don't trust me. After all we've been through. Remember, I have been your salvation from the very beginning. Your knight in shining armor. I freed you from the Nautiloid. Prevented you from crashing to your death. I have protected you ever since. At no small cost to myself. I came to you as a leader. But I did not shy away from showing you vulnerability. I needed you as much as you needed me. I was not above recognizing this. When you discovered my true identity, I did not flinch from the truth. I never lied to you, not once. I am just like you. We have the same enemy, the same story. I encouraged you to fulfill your potential, all while protecting you from harm. And when you saw what I truly am, you did not reject me. You enjoyed me. Now I ask you for the last time to trust me. Release the Netherstones to me.
Do not forget, there's a card yet to come into play. The Orb. If you do not want to surrender the stones, you can still use it to ensure the brain's destruction. Along with my own, of course.
This is a risk we cannot take. Your hubris drives you even now. You failed before. I cannot trust that you will not fail again. You must trust me. Hand me the stones. I told you we have to trust one another. I told you the Githyanki would only want to kill you for what you are. Still, you choose to break our alliance. Even united, the Netherbrain was going to be an impossible enemy. But apart, we have no chance of survival. Very well. Since you will not work with me, you work against me. You leave me no option but to join the Netherbrain.
We can free orphans.
I doubt we'll get much in the way of gratitude. Only one way to find out.
The gate is gone. Our mission is set. Smash the crystals with the hammer and free the Prince of the Comet. Gith's beloved son will lead us to a sure victory against the Netherbrain.
I'm not sure I ever considered the Emperor an ally exactly, but even so, strange to know we're on our own at last. When? I'm glad you have such confidence in our endeavor. I confess, my own's not constructed from such immutable materials. I don't dare to picture the crown in my hands. Not when there's the small matter of an enormous city-conquering brain beneath it. But if we overcome that obstacle, I will do everything.
His eyes are unseeing, his voice silenced. But even with his mind caged, you can feel his power. As the Githyanki prince takes his blade, a silent cry pierces your head. It's unlike any sensation you've ever felt.
You reek of Illithid. You fornicated with a mind flayer. And you slaughtered my honor guard. Nonetheless, it seems we must be allies.
Your Majesty, the Prince of the Comet gives true heir. It is an honor.
Do not patronize me. You rejected the Illithid when it no longer suited your needs. No doubt you freed me because it suits you now. I will neither forgive nor forget your abuse of my powers. That is true. And it would have been the honorable outcome for one destined to become Geik. You had the opportunity to surrender yourself to my honor guard. They would have given you a noble end. They would have freed me, and I would have stopped the Elder Brain before it evolved into a Nether Brain. All that suffering, avoidable, were it not for the choices you made. We will destroy the Nether Brain together, and put a stop to this nascent empire before it expands into the stars. The Geik was correct about one thing. The Netherbrain's power is beyond us. The hardest metal in the world would not cut through its mind, for it is made of thought itself. At this point, it will take an Illithid to unleash the full potential of the Netherstones. There is not. We face a Nether Brain. For there to be one way to defeat it is unlikely enough. There will not be another. Just as I was free, I will do it. I will become Illithid. I will sacrifice my soul for my people. I will end the grand design.
My prince, you cannot. This is not your burden to bear.
It seems I misjudged you. You were testing my honor. And in so doing, you have convinced me of yours. The Netherbrain wants nothing more than to see all infected become Geik. My defenses keep the voice of the Absolute out. But just as I can raise them, so I can lower them. I will allow the voice of the Absolute in. Once it reaches you, it will order you to transform. It will only take a moment. And once you are a Mind Flayer, I will fold you under my protection once more. You will be the savior of empires. At least, my own.
With the withdrawal of Orpheus's power, your mind is rushed with the full force of the Netherbrain. You feel a compulsion unlike anything you've ever known. Excruciating and exhilarating in equal measure. You wish nothing in the world but to evolve. Then, complete silence, as you are once again closed off from the Netherbrain's mind.
My people will remember you. The rebel Illithid who stood beside their reborn prince and ended the grand design. Let us return now to the city and follow the path of the Netherbrain.
That looked unpleasant.
Come. A most noble sacrifice. Gith's blessings upon you, Restil. After you, my friend. After you, my friend.
The Netherbrain through this.
The Prince of the Comet has come! Shabbat Orpheus! Shabbat Orpheus! Shabbat Orpheus!
Vos, my most loyal friend. How good to set eyes on you.
You honor me. Your radiance. A geich keeps you company. Unusual.
An Illithid in guise. An old ally in truth. He took this form so I might end the grand design.
Skva! Can it be? Thanks to you, the skies above Tunarath shall tremble with psalms. Orpheus will take the truth to the people. We will slay the Lich Queen. Our chains will be cleaved. When the hammer struck, the air's psionic cry shook the plains and marked his locus. Vlaakith will have heard it too, and she won't stand idle.
The Queen will have her due in time. Today, we strike at the brain. This champion holds the key to its defeat. Stand by for orders, Vos. Answer to him as you would answer to me.
As you wish, Prince Orpheus.
Forward! The Netherbrain falls this day. Let it be the first victim in the war for the skies! High concentration of combatants here. The brain must be close.
The High Hall was once a beacon of promise, of wisdom, of celebration. Now, well, it's just a beacon for all manner of horrors and pity. I'd be lying if I said it wouldn't take some getting used to. What can a few extra tentacles do to a bond as strong as ours, eh? When all this is over, we'll have time enough to unpick the specifics of your new condition. Psionics alone could take months to thoroughly evaluate, not to mention the matter of your diet. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We've a Netherbrain to defeat. Then we get to the fun stuff. I'd need a ream of parchment longer than an Elderbrain's stem to capture the tumult I feel at that particular prospect. But I'm ready, if that's the word you need to hear. If you call on me, I will not let you down. When? I don't, but if. I'm cautiously optimistic. Though, with the time left to us and the amount still to be done, it's best we don't take anything for granted. one knows what shape these final moments of ours might assume. Not I. Not Mistra. Not even you. Whatever my fate might be, I'll be glad to greet it in such fine company.
Such blazing wonder. The sky swarming with red dragons. They may roar Vlaakith's name, but I can't deny their beauty. For this one moment, in this one battle, the Lich Queen and I share a common cause. The Netherbrain's defeat and the Grand Design's failure. I am. With the Prince of the Comet at our side, we will wreck the Netherbrain and its Grand Design. Never again will my people suffer under Illithid enslavement. Zai, Zai, Zai! I am iron, steel, and silver. I am my mother's blade. Jmar Zalar Gith.
We have lost much, but even when it is more Baldur's today. Your late friend? This is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The one who...
The Fist eyes you with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be a mind flayer.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This one I know. Observe with whom it travelleth. Friends. This mind flayer will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist's suspicions soften.
My steel, and I'm not allowed.
Never thought.
I'm better at crafting steel than wielding it. Your friend?
I have marshaled the best of flaming.
You may have changed, but my debt to you still stands. The Iron Hand Gnome's firepower is yours to command. Just show us where it's needed.
The Moon Maidens and I hope.
Whatever strength you carried me once.
I made some improvement.
I'm in the mood to crack.
Not sure what I have to offer a mind flare, if I'm honest. But I hope the journey has been brutal.
I want my city. My people have
All the strength of the...
nature. So
Glad to have you with.
The air is that they're expecting a speech. What will a mind flayer say that could encourage them on the threshold of battle?
We'll prepare ourselves. Balduran's great.
citadel, home to the protectors of Baldur's Gate.
Quite ready for you. To new horizons.
Matthew! Leave him be! We have to keep running! You should come with us! It's over.
There's a glimmer of some...
Netherbrain stem. A bit higher. Should be able to climb it. Nautiloid, steer clear of its missiles. Find a way through. Can't you feel it? We're almost there. Once we ascend the Netherbrains, I'm ready. Are you? And I would die in the process, just to win the favor of a goddess who scarcely cares for me. We discussed this at length. Thought you and I were of a similar mind. Then I think it's about time we ascended, don't you?
There it is.
The Netherstones might prove more effective if we use them now.
That face. The one in my dreams.
I know you. I know everything about you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your weaknesses. And so do they.
Crown my head.
spell.
Transform.
Nothing important is ever easy. What now?
Reunite!
No gloom, all doom.
Time to push my luck again. Can't stay idle.
A tale for the ages. Death is but a word away.
Never a dull moment.
A rough tempest I will raise. Mistra Rim. Striking distance. Swords meet sorcery.
comes easy these days.
Surrender. You have already failed.
You feel it, a sudden shift. The brain is weakening. Even bound.
This is it. Its will is weakening.
it to die, quickly!
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn Ilipids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely alone. Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it
The loss of a mind is a terrible thing, but this time, I think I'll make an exception.
My powers.
It's over. Against all... Not to cast any slight...
I will ensure that all Githyanki know your name and your sacrifice. What you have done today will start a fire that rages across the astral plane. With their lost prince returned, my people will burn away Vlaakith's corruption. And it is all thanks to you, the Illithid who defied a Netherbrain. They have endured an age of darkness and tyranny, though most did not know it. When my war against Vlaakith is done, everything will change. My people are leaving, and I must leave with them. Come, Lae'zel. We will free the Githyanki and dismantle the Empire. Let them be imprisoned no longer.
It will be done. I will never be free while my people are still bound by Vlaakith's chains. Your will is strong, Rastel. Your name will be etched in our slates. You will be called Mlagir, Liberator. Orpheus, I am ready.
Julas! Juthas! Farewell, Gestil, my liberator.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the sun. You, your friend, soon you will not, or not, a road. The risk is certainly yours to take. Will you? You have thwarted the Illithid grand design. You have defeated 3 chosen and a Netherbrain. You are miraculous. And you have earned the right to live. Your fate will be what you make of it. Now you are your own master. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. If I salve it, with the crown in my hands, I would be more than the greatest wizard who ever lived. I would be a god. Why should I? Mistra has dictated the terms of my potential for long enough. The crown would grant me control of my own destiny at last. Think of all I could achieve. All that I could grant to those whose ambitions are restrained by Mistra's yoke. I could raise a new Netherrealm, right here in Faerun. I thought you were wise enough. It seems that we've come to an end. It's not your... I will never forget you. That much I promise. And if one day you feel differently...
Once Gale tasted of godhood, he was always bound. After all, for now...
Right.
Minsk and Boo will be keeping many eyes on you. For friendship, of course. And to be sure you sup only on sinful brains.
I honestly don't mind what we... What the... Well...
We will find you, Astarion. And Boo will bring a sunflower!
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be... So... You...
No, we can't.
You can't...
So, what do you say? Die here now, or live on with people who love you. Azariel won't touch you. I swear it, Karlak.
All right. I can't hang on much.
Thank the gods you've seen sense. Come, to Avernus we go. Our next adventure awaits.
It's over. You, who would, thanks to you, you have earned you. You are the saviors.
Last night was an experience. But I don't think you've changed quite as much as some might think. I'd recognize that vigor anywhere. It sounds like the city's trying to get back on its feet already. Normal life is returning. Which means things are about to become decidedly more difficult for you. Perhaps you could wear a mask. Say you're a leper, or have taken religious vows to conceal your face. I don't know. It's hardly practical, but when has that ever stopped someone from trying to please their god of choice? I would know. It would be too much of a risk, though. One mishap, one busybody, and you could be surrounded by a mob. After what this city's been through, people will scarcely tolerate cuttlefish at the fishmonger's stall, never mind a full-blown mind flayer in their midst. Do you know what this means? All those people you saved, most of them will never know what you did. But you know. And so do I. I'll never forget. I need to get you out of here. It was difficult enough smuggling you in here covered in cloaks. It'll only get worse as normalcy returns. I think so. Yes. At least for now. You need to take care of yourself. Keep out of danger. Perhaps there is some way, some unfathomable way we can still see each other eventually. Such a thing must exist, surely. So I refuse to call this farewell. Just until next time.
Well, soldier, here we are. It worked. My engines calmed down. I shouldn't have let you come here. Gods, like clockwork. There'll be... Imps are fast, but careless. Don't let them touch...
Since the Netherbrain fell, you have continued to evolve. Thought is action. Action is thought. Speech is difficult. Your mind has voyaged to the limits of existence, communing with entities unique and wondrous. But something always calls it back. Back to Faerun. Back to yourself. Back to the beginning. The time before you became what you are. When your tadpole first sang in your mind, you are back there once again when a voice comes to you. Withers, who you know so well. It is time, he says, to meet with your allies once again. You dream of them often, and now you will see if your dreams have become their reality.
Thou wert...
I cannot remember the last time I...
Starting to wonder if you'd show up. What can I say? We shared something extraordinary, even if we didn't always see eye to eye. Let's leave old squabbles in the past. I'll come here, we'll... You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounge. Filled out and healthy is what I was going for. Don't tell me you miss living off whatever scraps we found in crates and barrels. I'm glad you seem well. Trudy. Must I? You presume a great deal. I'm joking. Of course I want to know. Tell me all. As am I. It's well deserved. And I dare anyone to argue otherwise. Hopefully these meetups will become a regular occurrence. It's not that I miss the tadpoles, but at least it brought us together. Now we've got to make the extra effort ourselves. I'm sure we will, but let's be proactive about it all the same. We're more than capable. After all, we've faced down bigger threats than wrangling together a few social calendars. Don't be a stranger.
There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
You take in every scent the night breeze carries. Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance you can't quite recognize.
Forest trees draped in moss. Bittersweet, smoky, and that faintest hint of vanilla. A far cry from the rancid Avernus heat that's been clogging my lungs. I swear, the three of us have felled enough cambions to build a fortress with their horns. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? And get this, if those blueprints we found work, I could reverse engineer my stone eye. Instead of Mazora tracking me, I could track her. It's past time for her old pet to sink in his fangs. I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, open the gate, and the likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's chosen primed the fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, Father's pardoned every last fist. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart. Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment. The night's young. You shouldn't go, or wasting any of the wine for that matter.
You have managed to survive without me. A welcome surprise.
Good song, good company, and good wine.
A most welcome.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He wasn't kidding. Where is you mad bastard? Then again, maybe we won't sleep at all. Me too, my love. See you soon. She's got a night in her, I think. Any trouble and I'll toddle back off to hell quick as you please. Oh, hey, before you go, I've been thinking about those blueprints we found. I might...
The Hell's Walker returns. For 2 months, Orpheus trained me in the ways of the comet. For 2 more, I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. I never imagined we'd be standing toe-to-toe on this day, in this place. Nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. Seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head. We've spilled blood, gained a foothold in the astral, but still we need allies. And one beyond reckoning has made itself known. Zerith Minyaragith. Not a what, but a who. The immortal god king of the Githzerai. And Algish sent word of the rebellion to Minyaragith through the cosmos. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance. Sometimes. But I don't need the Githzerai to fight for us. Just with us. Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. He is also a near deity. Should the Githzerai join us, we could top... I am a warrior of the comet. I will not. My people will. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, and to you. Now go. But don't think you've seen the last of me. I'll be back. Sure as the comet will rise. Sure as Kalir will forever circle the sun. So it has. And a fine man the hatchling will be. I call him Zan. Freedom. He is with the mages of Zamvardim. I trust his care to no one else. Zan's destiny will be his own to follow. Warrior, poet, explorer, scholar. His way will be the way of the comet. No chains to bind us, no lies to bury us. Liberty will be the rallying cry that unites our empire.
Not even close.
The past made present.
I expect
glad
there
for
have
it.
been other reunions
For
which I
this.
was not.
This one night is thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate. Until such time, if thou could only see the paths of fate untaken, thy mind would surely break. Be glad of thy chosen path. It is, after all, thine. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Now, our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the... Always my... I've got... You might help me with the tie, me. It's all for... Perhaps. But you...
Well, now, your higher form has brought with it some higher manners, then. An unworthy my same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Baldurians simply... Though she spends more time locking up, I suppose. This... Now, I must inspect...
All this stimulating conversation leaves you hungry. To speak is not enough. You wish to explore the brain of your friend with your beak. Weary Jahira. Over time, her stresses may have shrunk her hippocampus, making its taste more intense. The buffet table at this party bears pie, punch, and cocktail sausages. No respite shall be had at this pitiful smorgasbord. You shall dine well tonight.
Tempura.
fascinating. There thou didst true, thou soughtest God, the sap, the wimp, that fell by vermin.
They say that you did well to see, and now that you the flavor we spoke, I have no more secrets from you. They say that home is where a person... You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Berlin Stelmane, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal. I've learned the only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by perhaps I needed your absence. What I didn't sometimes I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper. You know,
You feel its breath, its breathing. You pause a moment. If this creature is at all similar to an octopus, as it appears to be, its mouth is probably somewhere underneath the tentacles.
I can make this easier for you if you like.
Pleasure upon pleasure, as mind and body intertwined. It was hard to tell where thoughts ended and feelings began. It seems the tadpole allowed you to share more than you would have liked with you.
I said I'd protect you from the absolute. Don't worry. Come. It's time. I am tempted, but it will be quite some time before the Elder Brain's hype. You should imagine it would make us even think on it.